Let us now continue our discussion. What about the integer, float, and other data types in Java? How can we take the user input for these data types? So for that, let us write our code further. So here, let us use the variable of scanner dot next, let's say int. So this method nextInt will simply expect the user to enter the integer value. So we have the integer variable of population. So let us assign it to population equal to scanner dot nextInt. So it will simply take the user input and store the value inside the variable of population. Now here, let us make our program more user friendly by using the print statement. Let's say enter population. And now, after this statement, let us print out the population as well. The population of the country is, and let us use population variable. Let us now run the code. So in the output, let us enter our name of the country. Let's say United States. Hit enter, enter population, let us give some value. Hit enter. And there we go, your country name is this one and the population of the country is this value. Now next, for float and double, we have something like scanner dot next float, and for the double, we have scanner dot next double. Right? So you can use it for the population density and also the GDP. Now, coming to the character currency, it is little bit more tricky. So for the character input, we have a special kind of method. For that, we have scanner dot next that will simply return a string value, right? And then let us use dot char at 0 and then assign it to the currency. Now this is the most simplest way to get the user input for the character value. Now what does this char at 0 means? Now suppose user enters, let's say hello. So we all know that in case of character, we can only have the character as just one single value. Let it be a number, an alphabet, or some special symbol. So suppose if user enters hello, then in that case, what this method will do, it will simply strike out ELLO and only store the value of H inside the currency, because the currency is a character and it can only hold one single value. So here, let us write our print statement. Enter currency symbol and then let us print out the currency. And now let us run our code. Let us enter the country name as United States. Hit enter, enter the population, some random number. Hit enter, let us enter the symbol as dollar and now again hit enter. And there we go, we get all these output. At the end we have the currency symbol is dollar. So now we know how exactly we can take the user input and use it as per our requirement that we are doing here using the print statement. So at the end, let us summarize what we have learned. For taking user input of string and character values, we have these methods: next, next line, and then next.char at 0. And from our demo video, we all know what is the difference between next and next line method. For the boolean values, we have the method of next boolean. And then proceeding forward, for the integer type values, we have these methods: next int, next long, next byte, and next short. For the floating point values, we have the next float method and also next double method. And at the end, the very important point is that always remember to close the scanner by using this method of scanner.close, just to avoid any resource leakage in future. And now, coming up next, we are going to check out what are operators in Java.